This is Colin Doherty here at DOS Sport. We're in our roll bar sort of boneyard room. Basically, we have tubs. How else are you going to build a roll bar cage in a car that you're a specialist in, Porsche racing roll bars and cages, without having the tubs on hand to be able to do the measurements and make sure the fit is right every single time. So the beauty of DOS Sport roll bars for driver education use is no cutting or drilling or damage to the car in any way. The bar can be removed later with no evidence it was ever installed. Well, how do we do that, right? We attach to the stronger rocker sills and frame rail mounting points rather than the weaker floor. Keeps the bar from punching through the floor. We use the boxed rocker sections of the car, and we use hardware to pin the bar in position with angular brackets to keep the rollover forces and add additional protection on top of the Porsche structures that they build in the cars themselves. This is a 1989 911 Silver Anniversary Edition car. I think 25th anniversary at that time. This car is celebrating the 911. The 1964 was the first 911 model. I would do the math on that, and we'd be at 1989. This car was actually a street car, and then it had a DOS Sport roll bar in it, and ended up in a collision with the wall of the toe of the boot at Watkins Glen in the early 90s. This car survived and no issues at all. The roof stayed in one piece. The driver was protected. The car suffered irreparable damage at that time. It has a big kink here at the base of the A-pillar, right here at the cowl. And it's just like, you start adding that up with the damage at the rear horseshoe area for the engine mounting that you can see here on the left rear of the car. And this car was a total loss at that time. So this car becomes, because of the structure inside the car still being perfect, this becomes a template for our roll bars and cages. When things go wrong at the track, this is a 1995 Porsche 968. Again, DOS Sport product in the car. Keeps the car in one piece, keeps the driver safe, and the car didn't live to fight another day. Too much damage. 968 at the time of this collision were more of a commodity car, Gary.
Yeah.
And you could just find another one and transfer everything over that you had race part wise onto the next one. So this car, including the roll cage, was transferred into another car and used on the next build.
Yeah.
So,
well, the great thing about it is, and the most important thing is, that the driver survived and went on to run and have fun and use Porsches, in the future because of the safety and security built in with that roll bar. And Colin, I believe we do have pretty much a roll bar for every generation of 911 and most 944s now.
65 to 2025 911, 944, and we've had that program for a long time. We're one of the few people that make protection pieces for 911 cabriolets of all generations.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of fun and passion over the years. We do expand the product line into full welding roll cages, as well as other products for safety enhancing devices and such for track cars or Porsches.
Yeah.
So where we got next here? We got a 944 Turbo S, a 1989 low mileage car. Suffered some dry rot on the fuel rail. I bought this car mostly for parts. It was not a client of DOS Sport, but it does teach us all a lesson about replacing those fuel rails on our older 944 turbos. You can see where the fire began, right under the fuel rail, which is under this burn part of paint. Here at the right side of the engine bay, right above the word Porsche, that rubber rail that comes up, that fuel starts to spurt out and hit the hot intake or exhaust manifold rather, and fire ensues. So this car will not live to fight another day, but it is a good donor fire for all sorts of bits and pieces. Fire was contained mostly to the right front. Replace those fuel rail lines as your mechanic will tell you to for your track cars and your low mileage street cars.
I think overall what we figured out, though, over the years of research is the best accident to have is the one you don't have whatsoever.
Gary hit the nail on the head. Stay out of the grass, stay off of the rails, stay on the track, have fun. The best investment you can make getting out to your first driver's education event is hotel rooms, meals with your friends, and your safety equipment devices, your helmet, your neck protection, your seat, your harnesses, and your roll bar. Go out there and burn up those street tires as often as you can. Don't fall down a rabbit hole of putting a lot of money into the car, motors, transmissions, lightweight this, lightweight that. Do the enhancements you can afford, but focus on the education part of it.
And just seat time. You know, you don't have to start out as Max Verstappen. You're not going to. So
Who's that?
seat.
We drove a Porsche 996.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
But seat time is what is going to get you to be ultimately fast and safe. And that's that's a lot of the stuff that we work on with our drivers in our driver education program. If you're going to a PCA track day, or you're going to just any of your local driving event, a track day, the only money you're going to make is the money you don't spend repairing your car. So and really, the biggest trophy you can get is putting the car back on the trailer or driving it back home just as you brought it to the track.
That's right.